After the reported trade sending Simons, as White comes up short, to Chicago in place of Nikola Vucevic. Flag had it ripped. Jaylen Brown with a steal and an easy lane to the bucket.
And these are the along with Jason Kidd. Again, this point guard position, this is new to him.
Off the screen, he'll step back for a long two. And Cato with a good box out. The Boston team that certainly looks different and plays different than what we've seen from Joe Mazzulla's teams in the last couple of years, as Brown starts 2 for 2.
We saw the production of Jaylen Brown.
Martin had it blocked. It's going to be a goaltend, and they'll sit down at American Airlines Center.
That's the thing, if you're flagged,
you got to wonder, Reg, how much of that is nerves playing against a team that all your life you dream of putting those threads on. Now you got to go up against them. You said you felt it in many ways against the Lakers. As Brown finally misses one. In the head of the pack, thought about it. Marshall will reset the offense here. Christie, he's going to let it fly. A little bit awry. Christie has been shooting it very.
Leads this Mavericks team in terms of three-point percentage.
White can't hit. Rebound poked by Shireman. Second chance for Boston. Can't leave that man. And Hauser makes the defense pay. Going to find your way at the top of the game as Flag gets his first bucket against the Celtics. Brown. This is the slowest paced team in the NBA. The Celtics. Brown doesn't care. Go right into the paint. A lot of contact. Just can't float it in.
Great look there by JB. Just couldn't get it to go, but he's getting 2 feet in the paint every time.
Marshall no on the push shot. Gafford vacuums in the rebound, and he's fouled on the way back up.
Offensive rebound and give the Dallas multiple
on a team in the NBA. And Jason Kidd said that for a lot of the young players that are getting these opportunities, you keep calling them lumps. He called them lumps as well. It's important now because now when you do get those players back, you've been through a lot of the trials and tribulations.
Look, 26 different starting lineups. That's the most in the NBA. Nice deflection there by Gafford. Off to the races here for the Mavs.
The bounce and finish. Flag to Christie.
With this young team, they want to run. They want to make this a track meet.
Jarman short. Flag corrals the board. Only starter yet to score is Najee Marshall. He's got it here. On the attack and finger roll. Got position, can't get the bucket, and he follows his miss. I believe we didn't think to do that at Duke.
Think about that. Coach K calling you, telling you, that's a brilliant move here. We used him once he crossed half court and put the ball in his hands. Jason Kidd extended that line.
Yet he was still effective enough to be National Player of the Year at the college level. Hauser can't hit his second three. Weak side a rebound, fought forward. Wow. Flag gets upstairs in a hurry. Just find Coop streaking to the cup, and good things happen. Brown.
Man,
On a three.
he has been a one-man wrecking crew for the Celtics to start this ball game. 9 of the 12 coming from the All-Star starter.
Marshall can't get the roll, and Brown has his third rebound. 9.3 boards and a steal already. Wide open shooting practice. Derek White can't hit. Flag again. He is so hard to stop in transition. Just missed it. Flag frustrated as he tries to get back defensively. It's a 4-on-4, and they lost Shireman. Sets the feet. Good patience. Shireman can't hit.
Already, the Celtics 2 of 8 from that three-point line.
Christie sets the feet. Combined now 2 for 10 from 3 between the two teams. Brown has one of those. Dancing on Marshall. Step back, Trey. It goes! Ooh. Dallas, Garza, and a player Reggie's very fond of, Pritchard, on the floor. Dallas, Klay Thompson, and Musa Cisse both getting their first run. Flag. 4 points already. Attack mode on Garza. He finishes over the top.
Where's the and one and the whistle? There was a lot of contact on that drive there by Flag.
Look, Jason Kidd and Cooper Flag have been asked a lot. Jason Kidd had some very choice words after the game about the lack of calls that Cooper gets as Pritchard gets right to the rack for the easy deuce. But Flag was very honest, said, look, this is Not the first time, and it's certainly not the last time that I'm not going to get foul calls. I have to be good enough to play through it. And Cisse has a free run to the rim.
Yeah, but who else set that up? Flag with that high screen and roll. Nice job there setting it. But better roll and finish.
Brown, Garza popping out. It's Brown again. Splits a double. And Brown levitates but can't score. Rebound, Garza on the second effort. Great season so far for Luka Garza, who has provided some real pop off the bench for Boston. Check the screen for Flag. Spray it out. It's Mark. It's a three.
Every time a Mavs player has gotten 2 feet into the paint here, Noah, it has resulted in a bucket for Dallas.
Pritchard attack on Cisse. He just creates just enough space for himself to put it through.
Just going to call the game.
Hey, just say, Tate Pritchard has had a heck of a year. He's a heck of a player. Then to shoot now for Flag. Tight defense from Walsh for the elite wingspan. And there is the whistle that finally comes for Flag.
Into the offseason will be the shooting, that mid-range shooting, and to a certain degree that three-point line. But once he gets that dialed in, this young man is going to go to another level.
Jaden Hardy. Oh, he lost Brown. His three ball is good.
Oh, man. Looked like Brown took a shot to the face.
Jaden beats Jalen that round. Just under 4 to play in the first. Dallas now 2 of 5 from the outside. Pritchard gets in the paint. He is so patient for 2 more. So Peyton Pritchard right off the bench, 3 for 3, 6 points. Dallas still by 1.
He hasn't skipped a beat from coming off the bench, being the former 6th Man of the Year award winner last year.
He looks comfortable right now, as does Cooper Flag with a pull and hit over Brown.
And look at this. Jaylen Brown's a great defender, and Cooper Flag just shot right over the top of him.
But that's the shot you're talking about. Jason really mentioned. If he can build that into his game, that's where he becomes virtually unstoppable.
Get to his spot. Oh, look at this. Talk about getting to your spot.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Oh, my goodness. This is shaping up, right? You can just kind of tell. Take the temperature of the room here between Flag and Brown, wanting to put on a show.
Klay Thompson, quick trigger off the heel, long rebound. Gonzalez, the rookie, comes away with it. Evades the D, finds the trailer. It's Pritchard. And Gonzalez got a hand on that one. No real numbers for Dallas. Hardy will slow it down here. Talk about the mid-range. Nobody has really gone to that more as Celtics take it away than Jaylen Brown. He's taken the 3rd most field goal attempts in the mid-range this year, shooting 44% from there. He also leads the NBA in field goal attempts in the paint. He's going to look to get there now against Thompson. Brown, fend off, and he got the bump. For Thompson and Nembhard, the 5 to stay out there to start this second quarter for Dallas. Marshall spinning a lane, floats it up, no. Where will the scoring come from outside of Peyton Pritchard for Boston with Jaylen Brown on the bench? Using the screen on the re-screen from Queta. Lob it towards the rim. Gaffer got a piece, it nearly went down. Still loose. Marshall trying to rip it away, and he does. You do not want to cross Najee Marshall in the middle of a chaotic sequence, and Hardy misses the 3.
Nice job there by Queta to get back into the play. He was the one Celtic player who went to the floor there.
White spray it out. Pritchard right back to D. White with a screen from Queta. So we're a minute gone in the second. That pass nearly taken away. It will be a turnover on a foul called on a loose ball against Queta. And now in the NBA in his 2 stops as Thompson finds Nylon from the outside.
That's what I'm saying. I don't care about the numbers for Klay Thompson. On any given time, he has 2 feet on the court. He's a threat.
He's shooting 45% from 3 over his last 7 games coming in. As White comes back with a 2. You get a Klay Thompson that's feeling like he's in his rhythm right now. Look out if you're the Celtics defense. The cross from Nembhard, bounce it. Gaffer again on Queta. And Gaffer just a little too strong.
Queta now 4 rebounds here.
Boston shooting 47%. He'll add to it. And Peyton Pritchard splashes home another. 11 points in 8 minutes off the bench for P. Rabbit. Thompson can't respond. Pritchard's got a little hop in his step right now. 5 of 8 from the floor, 11 points.
Here comes the heat check.
Around instead for Shireman on the attack. Can they get it back to number 11? They will. It's Pritchard on the rookie. He's going right to work every time Nembhard steps up. That's why.
Show out, Peyton Pritchard. Show out.
It's a 7-0 Boston run. Marshall has the size advantage. He kept control of the basketball to float it in.
I recognize that size advantage with Pritchard trying to guard him. And as soon as he got to that spin move, all he had to do was protect the basketball.
Marshall averaging 20 over his last 9. Pritchard right back to work, and he missed it. Thought he was fouled. Nembhard in transition. Hardy sets the feet, and he just missed it. Changes coming for Dallas. Cisse and Christie set to check in next dead ball. Shireman in the corner. Gets past the first, bounce it. Hauser, the rare 2-point attempt goes down.
Very rare. And again, ball movement, man movement here.
The Mavericks.
This is probably the first time in her life, and certainly the first time for the rest of the Flag family, they're not rooting for the team in green. As Flag comes up short on the pull-up 3. But they certainly have that affinity. We talked about the green shoes for Cooper coming into this one, and he came out with a great energy and pace in that opening quarter. We'll see how he follows it up here in the second as White draws the foul.
So
they could be watching on NBC.
Talented family, talented boys, work hard. I love his demeanor. And what did Jason Kidd tell us? Look, he hates losing. Look, everyone hates losing, but here it's been a struggle. And he hates it, but he's learning to get better at it and accept it, but wants to come back out and continues to work hard.
Well, that is exactly what you just aren't accustomed to when you first come to the NBA. Is highly touted as someone like Cooper Flag. Jason Kidd told us the same thing about when he first started his career. He's just not used to losing, and more than anything, I think the biggest adjustment that Jason was trying to get across to us, as Martin comes up short on the outside, was you go from when you know you've got a sizable lead in the second half of a college game, you know you're going to win that game, versus in the NBA, you might have a legit lead, but every little thing against grown men who are hungry to go after you and take your spot, they matter, they add up, and eventually you find your way to losing more games in the fourth quarter than winning. That's been the case for this team that's played more clutch games than any team in the NBA this season. They've lost more than they've won. 5 minutes gone here in the second.
Yeah, but those are learning moments on the fly.
Martin is fouled by Keita. Celtics aren't great in clutch this year either. With 11-4 record in clutch games. Well, keep your fight, stay. And the 5 on the floor for Dallas. Flag, Martin, Christie, Cisse, and Kelly getting his first run, the rookie out of Auburn. Boston now 18 of 36 from the floor. Dallas 14 of 33. Brown had 15 points in the first quarter. Snakes his way through. Keeps the basketball in hand. Gonzalez, no hesitation. Third rebound for Flag. A mission.
Look at that.
Transition. He just couldn't finish it.
Yeah, but did you see how he split the double there?
Nearly jumped the passing lane. Instead, it's a bounce for Garza right down the middle.
Man, did he finish that move yet? Okay, yes, he just did. That took forever for Garza to get that ball up.
Listen, I can't relate, but I guess when you're 6'10", you can slow step like that.
Oh, my goodness. He did the Euro step, and no one was down there. He didn't have to.
No, that went beyond Euro. That was Australian step-esque. 4 to shoot now. Flag over a double team. In and out. Boston beginning to build this cushion as Dallas has gone cold offensively. Kelly trying to step up defensively on Brown. Brown likes the matchup, the fend off, and the bucket. 8-0 run for the Celtics. Christie looking to get it back, and Cisse is going to be called for it. He slow-played it, and the bucket counted the same. Trying to add now to an 8-0 run, and a foul away from the ball is going to go against Kelly. Touching Brandon Williams out with a leg, as White couldn't get the roll. Rebound, Garza fought for it, and it's out of bounds off Kelly. That should be staying with the Celtics, and it is. Required a second knee surgery. He's also out for the season, as Garza extends the range.
And he's looking over here at me like, that's right, Reg. There's a new shooter in town.
It doesn't matter if it's slow. It's effective. As Cooper Flag uses the left.
Man, he is so good with his left.
Double figures already for the rook. Brown was tripped up. Under 5 to play in the second. Let's check in with Zora.
Well, guys, let's just go back to all it says they really bought into it.
And you can tell, you talk about all those clutch games, that only happens if you play hard. You find yourself in games late, and then it comes down to that lack of experience. Oh, Gafford with a clean block. He just met Gonzalez at the summit, and Ugo comes up short on a second chance three.
See if this can get the Mavs going here. What a beautiful block there by Gafford.
Martin right to the right. Timeout, Joe Mazzulla.
That's a smart timeout by
Tracy McGrady will break down everything in this game and a whole lot more outside around the NBA with a trade deadline looming in less than 48 hours. Brown creates space off the heel. And the rebound goes to Christie. This is the reported trade between the Clippers and the Cavaliers, who play each other tomorrow in LA. James Harden going to Cleveland. They still hopefully get Max Strus back at some point as well, who's missed the entire year so far.
And Jordan Tyson has been great for them as well. Surprise.
Flag. That's just pure will.
I love that he never gets discouraged. At times, he had that rookie wall about 10, 15 games ago, but he has come out of it with flying colors here.
Brown, cross, drive, had it knocked away in a steal. Martin keeps the head up, attacks on Pritchard, kicks it out. Christie can't hit the three. They've had some opportunities, but Dallas just hasn't fully converted when they've gotten their chance. And Gafford is down right now for the Mavs. It's a 5-on-4. Shireman, no. Rebound, Martin. And Gafford finally will get Pritchard coming off the bench to start the second half the same way he did in the first. As White misses the three, Kada goes down hard and is slow to get up. Marshall. Dwight Powell started the second half for the injured Daniel Gafford, who went to the locker room towards the end of the second quarter. On the curl, it's Flag. Rise over Hauser for two.
Nice. Patience. Take your time. Let the defense clear. Use my height advantage to shoot over the smaller Hauser.
Shireman. Miscommunication. Wasn't a clean handoff, but Brown has it regardless. Stops, pops, gets two more. Meanwhile, Powell felt...
Waited for a right ankle sprain, so no official word on if he will be back or not. He's still being evaluated.
All right, so that's generally good news that he hasn't already been ruled out after the way he looked. He was going back to the locker room. Marshall on the pump and drive. Long strides. Sloping delivery goes to Dwight Powell for the slam. The 6-point ball game. And they're going to call the foul on Powell as he was grabbing Kada.
Got hit. We thought it was something to do with the knee.
Brown working against Martin on the outside. Brown. Oh, the hesitation to bank it home. That was nifty.
Didn't even bring it back to his right hand.
So Jaylen Brown, 21 points, 9 rebounds. Christie struggled from 3 in the first half and continues in the third.
0 for 5 from distance for Christie.
Brown. Shireman extra. It's White for 3. And the rebound eventually claimed by Flag, his 5th. Coming off of back-to-back double-doubles with 30 or more points, and he just threw the foul on Jaylen Brown.
We talk about Max. So the two struggles for the shooting guards here for each respective team.
Christie will keep trying, and that one way off. 8 to shoot on the second chance. And then taken away by Hauser. Up ahead, Shireman racing with Flag to the rim. Oh, Flag erased it up top. 15 to shoot. Hauser, pull, and he's fouled. They're going to call it on the floor. They talk
Non-stop energy at both ends of the floor. Constant talking, and you know what he's going to kind of do offensively. I think he's evolving into that. But defensively, you could bring that effort on every play, which he's done. That's his motor.
For 2. Another guy with an elite motor, it's Jaylen Brown.
Starting this third like he started the first.
He's up to 23 points in just 22 minutes. 3 minutes gone in the second half. Flag on Shireman. Drive, kick. It's Martin. Missed it. Rebound. Marshall couldn't swallow it up. Shireman bounce. White attack. Lob it up. A little bit too far behind. Neemias Queta and out of bounds to Dallas.
Boston is so good in terms of not turning. The intention was good. I'd like to see him, Jaylen Brown, get the ball, let him continue to dominate this ball game.
They'll keep feeding Christie, and he finally finds the bottom. It's only a matter of time for a guy on the season who is shooting it at 44% from 3 and has scored in double figures in 34 straight games. Not straight, but 34 games this season. Hauser, quick trigger. Hauser response.
There's the answer. There's the answer.
Dallas just 4 of 18 from 3, but Boston 6 of 22. Remember, the Mavericks are the best three-point defense in the NBA, allowing opponents to shoot just 33.6%.
Right now, holding the Celtics to 27, so they're doing their job.
That is the area that Najee Marshall seems to dominate offensively, that little mid-range 10 to 14 feet, and he finds a bucket. Brown with his 10th double-double of the season already. Finds Shireman on the outside, Jay.
Here we go, back-to-back threes here. That percentage starting to move up here for the Celtics.
Marshall's looking for the answer. Got it.
Not a great three-point shooter, but very capable. Najee now starting to get it cooking here.
Nice find. It's Brown and Queta.
Got the Celtics shooting 48% from the field. Dallas 44.
Christie thought about the deep one. He's been attacking Hauser at this end. And it is Christie. Comes up short this time. Screen from White. Brown puts the head down. Hook it. Queta running to the rim. Timeout, Jason Kidd. Another assist from Jason. Ahead of schedule as he lobs it for Cisse. Perfect delivery from the rook.
So what you're saying, are you comparing Cooper Flag to Larry Bird like right now? Be careful doing things like that. People don't like that.
People don't like comparisons?
No, they don't like comparisons.
Well, how well Pritchard has the ball. Off the screen from Queta. For those who didn't see, Reggie had a nice moment with Peyton and Caitlin Clark. And Caitlin seems to have responded very positively so far today after seeing one of Peyton's patented buzzer beaters at the end of the first quarter. Flag off the screen. Downhill, had it blocked at the top by Queta. A rip for the ball. Cisse took it away from Brown, and finally the jump is called. Queta, 9 on the shot clock for Marshall.
Let's go, man.
Confused at where the offense is going to be. Uses the screen. Marshall inside. Knocked away by Garza. Another turnover. Bounce. Brown. Attack. Stop. And finish. Tough one in traffic for Jaylen Brown.
Pritchard with the assist, his 5th.
Shovel. Thompson, quick trigger. And the rebound will sail out of bounds as Martin goes crashing into the camera area.
Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4 black jerseys around Brown and gets it to go.
25, 10, 3 assists, and a steal in 25 minutes, and he's looking for more. Boston's made their last 6.
Man, holding the jersey.
And finally, the whistle does come.
I'd hold on to.
Dip for this team. Well, he's back out there. He's got Garza. Now he's going to step up on the hedge on Brown. Behind the back for Pritchard, 5 on the clock. Pritchard, cross, step away. Up and under doesn't go. Follow short. Third chance for Garza. No. And up high for the board goes Gafford, who now looks like he's hurt his shoulder. Just had trouble catching that basketball. Bounce it for Flag. Clearing space. And the whistle finally comes for Cooper Flag.
Fouls on number 28, Hugo Gonzalez.
Here, just playing hard. Cooper said, doing everything out there that other people won't. As for the fathead, well, the family sold their childhood home, so its location is a mystery. Noah, I knew you would ask the follow-up. I know you.
Yep.
So I said, hey, where's the fathead?
No, well, that's top-tier teamwork right there.
There you go.
Now she's thinking for me.
Y'all have that college football chemistry going on right now.
That was top-tier work right there. Appreciate it, Zora. And we'll try to locate the fathead by the end of the fourth quarter as Gonzalez has the follow and the foul. Gonzalez has had some really brilliant moments in his rookie campaign so far this season. Was taken with the 28th pick in this last draft. Was 19 years old. Can't convert on the three-point play, and Flag has his 6th board. Another triple-double watch for Cooper Flag. 18, 6, and 5 so far. Short roll, kick out. Martin Pump. 10 to shoot. Reset with Flag. Switch comes with Brown. Over the top, and the foul is called on Brown.
Yep, easy call. Tried to contest it, but his momentum continued right into the body.
For team foul with 4:11 to play in the third quarter.
You know, I get a sense Dallas is just hanging around this ball game. And if you're the Celtics, this is something I worry about. A team that figuring out how to win a ball game and win games like this. You can't let them hang around.
Opening ceremony is just 3 days away. Join the celebration on NBC and Peacock. The Winter Olympics from Milan Cortina.
Can I just see who my new hero is?
Do you want me to guess?
You know what I'm going to say. Who?
Lindsey Vonn.
Oh, my goodness.
It's unbelievable.
That, Lindsey, you'll never hear this. I'm your biggest fan. What you were attempting to do is something I don't think any athlete, as Garza knocks down his second 3 of the evening, no professional athlete has ever attempted to do what you're about to do. Good luck.
Going to compete through a torn ACL in Milan. As the Mavs turn it over, Gonzalez leaves it for Brown. So back to a 12-point game. Boston led by as many as 16 in the second. They've kept an arm's distance on this one in the third. Tough one for Brown. Comes up short. Gonzalez always in the right spot at the right time. Reset now for Pritchard. Picked up by Flag. Pritchard gets low. Sprays it out. Garza again for 3. What? Luka Garza making it rain from the outside.
And he's looking like Larry Legend out here, the way that high release off the right side of his shoulder. Are you kidding me?
The catapult is working. Flag inside Gafford, surrounded quickly. Doesn't matter, he corkscrews it home. Boston now with 17 second chance points to just 2 for Dallas. Drive and kick, Gonzalez. Too strong, long rebound, into the hands of Flag. And there is something, and his teammates respond. Try to cut into the deficit. A little strong on the first shot. Dallas shooting 42%, 27 of 65 from the floor. But just 5 of 22 from 3. They've been outshot substantially after that third quarter. White, lob, Keita guides it home.
Keita, great hands. Two things Keita has done great tonight. Set those solid high screen rolls, and then showing off his hands on the roll, being able to finish at the rim. That's his 3rd or 4th attempt of just being able to finish right at the rim.
It's a 10-0 run, bridging the quarters for Boston. Flag, tough one, goes down.
But he knew he was going to be able to get his shot off versus Pritchard. And all he had to do was back him down and get to one of his spots.
23 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. He's only a -6 in a game his team trails by 19 points. He's been outscored by 13 with Flag on the bench. Pritchard has that perfect response. 19 points, back in his familiar bench role, in which he won 6th Man of the Year last year. Najee Marshall tees it up, comes up short, trying to follow the miss, stripped up by Gonzalez, the leak out to White for the easy one. It's been a quiet game for Derek White, but he's got 11 points now and puts his team up by 23. Flag, float. And he doesn't get the roll, tip in. He followed the miss. 25 for the youngster, youngest player in the NBA. Pritchard sets the feet. And the rebound on the box out for Cisse. Jason Kidd loves how hard Musa Cisse plays. Just believes that he impacts the game without having to call anything for him. This guy does the same. Cooper Flag, book it.
And that's only going to get better. That's the development of his game that's, to me, in my opinion, is going to vastly improve over the next several months and into the summer.
Pritchard, bottom. 21 in 25 minutes for Peyton Pritchard. What do you see in the Flag shooting motion? Is that something that we've already seen it kind of get more fluid over the years from his high school days as he gets fouled and will go to the free throw line?
What I love about his rotation and his follow through is he shoots it high. You know, not a lot of guys are going to be able to block his shot. Look where he gets it off at. Well above his head. I don't think he knows where his best spots on the floor are yet, because he hasn't really been a scorer, a dominant scorer throughout high school and his 1 year at Duke. But now, a professional, he's going to have to find out where are my 3 or 4 go-to spots. And once he figures that out, I think his game offensively will start to expand.
Well, coming into this game, he became the first teenager to record back-to-back 30-point double-doubles. And with a free throw here, he'll have his 3rd straight 30-point game. He's 2 rebounds away or 4 assists shy of another 30-point double-double. This is against a defense that has been ranked towards the top 10 in the NBA all season.
A little zone here by the Mavs.
And there's one more rebound. He's got 9. Flag just feeling it now. He got the bump, and they're going to call it on the floor on Hauser. But it will going to say, we got to get our star on the floor.
Luka Magic is back here.
Luka Magic.
In American Airlines.
Garza with 16 points in 17 minutes. He's 4 for 4 from 3. Flag calls for the screen. Got the switch. Get it inside. Gafford, spray it out. It's a 3. And it's good. Max Christie.
You see the recognition there by Cooper Flag. He wanted Gafford to reset the screen to make Garza come out, roll hard, and yes, he picked up the hockey assist on that.
Peyton Pritchard, count it. He has been locked in all night. 24 off the bench. Flag right back at him. No look to the corner. It's Marshall. And Gafford fouled by Garza. Bounce. Christie back to Flag. He's going to have to fling. Bullseye.
That's a great release. I wouldn't tinker with it. He needs no shooting coach. All he needs now is reps. Reps in the gym. I love that shooting form by him.
Tennis shoot for Brown. Off the Garza screen. Floated up. And he nearly banked it home. Rebound falls to Gafford, his 9th. Now it's Flag again in transition. On the drive. A lot of contact. And a foul's going to be called. If it's Hauser, it's number 4.
Foul's on number 30.
And they're in the bonus the rest of the way in this 4th quarter with 7:20 to play. Well, NBA All-Star 2026 takes over Los Angeles February 12th through the 15th with big games start. Well, Cooper Flagg will be there. Rising Stars Challenge on Friday. Jaden Hardy brings this to a 13-point game.
A lot of time left as well.
Dallas has trimmed 10 points off the deficit.
And back in the zone here for the Mavs. Look at that free throw line. If someone could flash in there.
Instead, it's going to be a screen. A ball screen set by Garza. 8 to shoot. Spin, kick. A lot of space for Hauser, who knocks it down.
13 made threes on the evening for the Celtics. 13 of 35, up to 37%.
Flag drive. And another foul called as he tried to hop through. Leads to a timeout on the floor with 6:47 to play. Cooper Flagg
Whistle. Talk about slowly but surely a young man. He, along with Caleb Martin, the only two Mavs in double figures here.
Look at the last 3 games. He's 1 rebound away from another 30-point double-double. Rip through for Brown. Stop on a dime. Gafford stays in front. And Brown just rises, comes up short. 14-point game. Dallas looking to push a little bit here with Martin. Christie flashes to the ball. Sharman stays with him. Christie off the screen. Floats it up and in. So 10 points for Max Christie.
And the zone has helped, right? They're limiting Boston to one possession, one long shot, and then getting out in transition.
Brown, drive. Oh, the patience from Brown. He lost 2 in the process to put it through.
So fundamentally sound. That little jump stop, that hesitation pump fake.
Flagg wants his get back, and he's fouled by Brown.
See what happens when they got into the bonus early?
You asked Joe Mazzulla about Jaylen Brown, and Jason Tatum made some waves for talking about this recently publicly, but Joe said the same thing last week, that for guys like Tatum and Brown who have played as long as they have, a decade in Boston, the pressure doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
You've dealt with everything you could possibly deal with because you walk into the arena and you look up and you say, oh wait, there's Larry Bird's jersey, there's Bill Russell's jersey, and Havlicek and Kuzi and Pierce and Garnett. Now all these guys came before them. They have to do so much more to even be in the conversation and be the best player in their franchise's history. So if you put him in so many others, like Brown is just ready for any situation that comes his way, and here he is with 5.5 to play, ready to shut the door on another Celtics win.
And they've already been to the top of the mountaintop, already winning 1 championship.
White around. Here's Brown with 3 to shoot. Sidestep. Gafford might have gotten a piece, and it falls off.
Again, the zone doing its job here for Dallas.
Martin looking to work on Brown. Picked up his dribble. 12 to shoot. Get it to Flagg. Screen from Gafford. Flagg, step into the triple.
That's the one he wanted right there.
Brown, physical, and he got it over the top of Flagg to drop.
How? How did he get that off?
Quickly back the other way. It's back to a 15-point game, and the foul's going to be called on Sharman. 2 more free throws for Dallas.
Jaylen Brown, he only had 9 total all last season. Already up to 26, working on 27.
And I think with 30-point games for JB, but everybody on this team has an understanding that every night the role can be a little bit different.
Yeah.
So Peyton Pritchard understands a lot better that some nights he needs to get 8 to 10 assists. Some nights he might need to go and rebound his tail off. Tonight he needed to score off the bench. For Brown, he's had a better understanding of when to get his teammates involved in Joe Mazzulla's eyes and when to do this. Take over mode as a scorer.
And now make that 27 games of 30-plus points. And to me, this is what will make Boston an even better team if and when Tatum comes back.
Gafford with another follow slam.
Because guys' roles have expanded and they've developed players like a Jordan Walsh. Now Gonzalez, who's a rookie, will be better whenever Tatum comes back.
Bounce, Queta on tap to the rim. He missed it with a left. 4 minutes to play. Flagg. Martin. White, elite defense on ball. Martin missed it. And Kata eventually bear hugs it. 31-10-3 and a steal for Brown so far. Give him 33.
Look, he had a little look over there to Kyrie Irving, a former teammate.
Recognizing the moment, he scored 8 straight for Boston. Flag, spin, fade, and he doesn't get the roll. Approaching 3 minutes to play. Cooper Flag's first game against the team that he grew up rooting for as a child. He's put up 36, 9, and 6, and he commits his first.
Clearly his team now.
It certainly changes the equation, and it's a great conversation moving forward for Boston as Tatum gets closer to returning. Pritchard comes up short. Rebound fought for, taken by Martin. Cooper get it ahead. Brown trying to step in front of Flag. Cooper drives. A lot of contact. Couldn't finish it. Rebound of Marshall, and he is fouled by Shireman. Flag thought he was hit first. Cisse thought he was hit.